Let me take you back to a time when I was young, when the new millennium had not yet begun. I was just a little man trying to make my way. Backstreet Boys in my tape deck every day. I'm a 90s kid for life and this is what we do. All you Y2K kids, I feel sorry for you. You will never experience what it was like to be...
Okay, you beautiful amphibians, welcome back to the back of the semi-truck, and fair warning as usual with the sound outside, I am in a semi-truck, so I do get put in precarious situations sometimes where there will be noise outside. So yeah, and I know most of the time y'all don't care, so let's see how noisy it can get. If you hear noise, you hear noise. 99% of the time y'all don't hear noise, but you know what, hey, we are here to watch Amphibia Season 2 Episode 10? I think we're on episode 10. I don't know, for some reason the last couple weeks with Amphibia just felt a little off to me. I don't know why. Maybe it was because they took a 1 week break or something in between after the Owl House, you know, ended and stuff, but it just feels a little off for some reason. So hopefully they can get back on track, or at least I can get back on track, because it probably feels off just because of me. You know, I don't know why, but when they took that week off, it just really messed with me. But with the last episode with Hopping Mall, I think it was called Hopping Mall. Granted, now that I look back on it, somebody in the comments let me know it's probably more of a play on Chopping Mall than anything, especially since it's kind of like a destruction derby. Wait, that's not what it's called. Demolition derby. It's more of a play on a demolition derby type thing than anything, instead of like a shopping mall type thing. So it's probably an old, you know, 80s horror. It's late 80s, early 90s horror movie called Chopping Mall. So that's what I'm going to presume that it really is based off of. Granted, the title is only based off of that, nothing else. But nonetheless, to the point that I was making to begin with when I started talking about Hopping Mall, was Anne made another ally. And she's been making allies through this whole season ever since, you know, they got... You know what? No, my mind is getting off on 15 different things all at once. So, yeah. And on top of that, hopefully we don't get interrupted. Because I did have to put in, you know, a message into, you know, whoever's on the late night dispatch. Well, it ain't late night. It's only like 8 o'clock at night for me. I don't know what time it is for y'all. But I had to put in for them to send some over-the-road maintenance because I got a tire, I caught a screw, it's flat, so it's going to be one of those nights for me. So at least I get to enjoy some cartoons until they get here to fix it. But yeah, Anne's making some alliances. So I'm putting these earbuds in before I continue to run my mouth and run my mouth and run my mouth. 3, 2, 1, and play. The sleepover to end all sleepovers. That was the name of this episode. And is it just me, or did they...
No, bad boy.
Oh, Marcy has plants. That's awesome.
Good evening, Master.
Marcy was at the... I don't remember Marcy being in the intro like she was. I don't know, whatever.
Been drinking juice.
Yeah, juice.
But it's gonna be pretty cool.
Okay, kids.
Is it?
In the morning for our meeting with the kids.
Way to tease me, Marcy.
I'm off to spend a little money.
This I won't repeat. Never ever go to sleep. Sensing some missing context here.
Yeah.
Sasha always said falling asleep early means total failure. A true sleepover goes till sunrise. Enough setup. Let's
Nah.
get a sleepover on, baby.
You'll learn when y'all are older. Staying awake till sunrise ain't as fun as it sounds.
That was awesome. Best sleepover ever.
See? Told you we could pull off an awesome sleepover without Sasha. What time is it anyway? 5 a.m.? 6 a.m.?
Watch it be like 11 o'clock.
Only 9 p.m.?
Even earlier than I thought.
That early? But I'm so tired. No! Stay
Yeah,
up!
go to bed. Get a good night's sleep.
Are you
It's
sure
so
that
good.
anyone ever really ready, Anne? Ready for what?
Oh, what What about the basement?
Ow, paper cut.
Oh yeah.
That place is probably off limits.
She
for a
said that it
reason.
was off
This may not be a
limits.
smart idea.
Come on, Mars. It's what Sasha would do.
Well, that is true.
Well, there you go. That didn't take much convincing, did it?
Challenge! It is done! This scared air challenge is now.
You know, some cultures believe mirrors can ward off malevolent spirits. Or summon them.
You're endearing me more to you, Marcy.
What it says should be fairly obvious. Keep out.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, somebody's gotta want to go back by now. Living my best life
Okay,
right now.
so I already think I know what's going to happen is at the end of this sleepover,
What the heck?
the one that told them to stay out of this basement is the one that's behind scaring them. And she told them to stay out of the basement in order to entice them to go in.
think Marcy's right. We should head back upstairs.
That's what I think. I don't know. I'm wrong a lot.
That is pretty creepy.
Alright. Say desecration.
Desecration.
Nailed it!
I never thought I would hear the words desecration in a Disney show.
What the heck are these things?
I'm starting to not think that it was old girl that told him to stay out of the basement now.
Greg, don't touch it!
Look! Man, someone really loves mirrors.
Ah! They can't pass by a mirror. Okay.
A garden? But how are these plants growing so well without sunlight?
Murmur!
My room? Don't question it!
Oh, thank goodness that's over.
They're coming straight through. Maybe this is just a Halloween episode. I have no idea.
Quick, more books! Way ahead of you!
That's doing nothing, y'all.
Right through them!
Maybe they prefer audiobooks.
And they're gone. Oh.
It's physical? But how?
Hey, was anyone gonna tell me I have leaves in my hair?
Not now, Anne!
You're just figuring that out now?
Questions. What were those things? What's the deal with the basement? And if those were really ghosts, is there actually an afterlife?
I didn't even think about that.
Well, one thing for sure, that sleepover was amazing! It was the best! And the book was Sasha.
Yeah.
We have to find
Sasha. I was just about to say that Sasha wasn't in the book.
Rise and shine, kids. Because of you, I barely
Polly
slept a
was
wink
here.
last night. Well, whatever.
A day at the aquarium. But what about the king? Are they gonna go meet him?
Whoa, boy.
And you're using a sand dollar as a shield. I saw that.
So, ask me if I found out anything about the box. Take a gander.
That is one big book.
It's the music box.
According to this book, it's a magical artifact that is thousands of years old. Apparently, my ancestors used it to visit entirely different worlds. Scientists, if you will. These 3 stones are the key to getting it working again. They need to be recharged.
Recharged? How?
The book mentions 3 different temples, each channeling a different kind of energy. And once the stones are recharged...
We'll have a way home.
Steal my thunder, why don't you? Boom!
Okay.
A real chance to get home.
Temples.
Now let's get out there and
So that's 2 temples right there. Them 2.
Oh, let's rein those snails in.
So Sasha's the
book
3rd
only gives
temple?
the location of 1 temple. Besides,
never mind.
You'll have a lot of preparing to do before you set.
We'll just send a servant to pick it up. More efficient that way.
Yeah, but
Good point.
Anne, right now you have to follow your head, not your heart. The planters got you here. To me. It's time to let them get back to their lives. What?
You folks want a giant tissue? Seriously, you would not believe the size of these tissues. I'll get you one.
And you're gonna leave me hanging, wondering the size of the tissue?
Hey guys, come on.
Oh, there it
It's not
is.
like this is goodbye forever.
You know what?
It would always make me feel better. There's nothing more peaceful than being surrounded by water and
But
sea
is the aquarium the same in Newtopia
Let's go have fun and not
as
think
it
about
is in
crippling
the human
sadness.
world?
Okay, if we're gonna have a sadness-free day, we need to avoid anything that might trigger our very
Okay, so I
emotional
guess
state.
the aquarium here in Newtopia is the same as
This is pretty peaceful.
the human world.
So
Cool beans.
soothing.
Like,
Bob's cane!
my cane!
Oh no! That one looks like Domino too!
What in the world?
Cannibal couple from the inn!
Oh, I did forget about that cannibal couple.
Centipedes!
Veggie Robo!
Who knew coral came in such variety?
Your misery is scaring the F's.
No.
All right, give it up for our stingrays, Sugar Ray and Billy Ray. And now for the main event. Oh,
Sugar Ray and Billy Ray.
Oh, me, you, the pink frog over there. Come on down.
Oh,
What's your name and
she
where
really
you
did
from?
mean Sprig.
Planner from Wartwood. Wartwood, represent.
Well, that's pretty cool. Wait, what's wrong?
It looks exactly like the water snake that almost ate me in Spring!
What? When?
That was an
Oh,
August in the
yeah, that
house.
was like
I
the
knew it.
first couple
You two always
days
spend
that they were
the
there.
And causing trouble.
That was the day I realized you weren't going to eat us.
Oh, goodness gracious, Sprig.
We've got to get some from that snake.
Dude.
Oh, you've got nothing to fear from old Wanda. The gal's afraid of her own shadow.
Ooh, that was a relief.
Oh, no. It's the rays you should be worried about. Yeah.
Oh, really?
the
Oh,
frog.
gosh. Oh. Whoa.
Over here, hop up.
You know, stingrays are pretty cute at first when they're upside down like that, but then they show them teeth.
You're up, Polly.
Hey, you freed the stingrays. That's just what they wanted.
Yeah.
And stay out.
Have a safe trip back, planters. Let us know when you get the music box, and we'll send someone to go get it.
This
Thank you,
doesn't
guys.
feel right at all.
No more tears, y'all.
Too much can happen before the end of the episode for this to be, you know,
Sorry,
the
man.
end
It's just
and them
made more
separating.
sense.
I know. Logical thing to do.
Okay.
You go get
Hey, there's one of her allies. There's another one.
Now let's go home.
Always sad to see someone go, isn't it? I have a proposition for you, Marcy, and I think you'll find it very interesting.
Oh my goodness, why? I just want to know. It was so ominous with the cape floating in the wind and all that, and then we hear that really grisly voice from the king, which of course I'm hearing Goliath from Gargoyles, but which that would have been a whole new set of questions if Goliath actually came out from the side. But oh my gosh, I just want to know what the flip. I'm just trying to figure all this out. But he's got a proposition for her, so that can mean a number of things. I'm just trying to figure out what exactly that could mean, because I don't know. It just leaves more questions, and more than anything, I feel like, honestly, let's be real with, I'm going to be real with y'all. I feel like we're getting nowhere in the series. We haven't seen Sasha in forever, or at least 5 episodes, I feel like. That's what I feel like. Which means now, saying something about that, we're probably going to see Sasha in the next episode. So, you know, we could throw that out the window probably as a complaint. But I feel like we're literally getting nowhere, because now we're 10 episodes in, and we made this big journey to Newtopia, and now we're literally having them go back to Wartwood. Okay, so we're going back to where we started this whole show just to get this music box, and for some reason the music box was buried you know, by Hot Pop. And we still haven't figured out why he's buried it. We still haven't... We got a lot of stuff that we still haven't figured out. And now it just... And then the first half of the episode confuses me even more. What the flip is with the basement? And why the... I don't know. I mean, it sounds like I'm complaining, but I just want to know these answers, because they are not giving no answers to any question that's out there. And for me, it's just getting mind-numbingly irritating. And I know y'all told me that, hey, you missed this, the little robot frog. You know, he was outside the gates just waving at him, and it's like, okay, I have to go back and check on that now. Now that also, you know, brings up the question, is that little robot frog thingy going to be following them back to Wartwood? And when it does get back to Wartwood with them, because Wartwood don't have no defenses like walls and stuff, is it then going to destroy Wartwood? Is it going to help them in Wartwood? What exactly is this robot frog thing going to do? Then is Sasha going to kind of take over the kingdom of Newtopia? There's so many different things. I mean, ultimately, I feel like Marcy is going to betray either Sasha or, you know, Anne one way or another. I don't know. It's frustrating me so much. I just want answers. I know it sounds weird, but the show just isn't giving any, and I want my freaking answers so bad. And I know I'm repeating myself, but it is what it is, because, yeah, I mean, it felt like this episode was for nothing, ultimately. We went through this whole journey of memories and all this stuff just for Marcy to say, you know what, go follow your heart, go within the Wartwood, and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, then what was the point of saying goodbye if ultimately you're just going to say, go ahead? It literally, I feel like the episode was literally for nothing now, with the exception of the king saying to Marcy, it's hard to see someone leave, and I've got a proposition for you. I think he's going to make the proposition that he's going to come to the human world or something. I don't know. Because now we're going to hit the second half of the episode next week, hopefully. I honestly don't know 100% sure if we're going to hit the second half of the the season next week, or if they're going to take a break. I don't think they're going to take a break, but I've got to look into that and all that junk. So, yeah. With all that said, y'all know the drill from here. Hit that like, tickle to subscribe, don't be texting and driving, and as Mr. Rogers always says,
And I like you as you are, I do.